Today on the channel, not one, but two Emperor's Royal Guard unboxed. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxing and review in 2021 and possibly beyond. And today, we've got something special, an army builder unboxing, if you will. One of my all-time favorite Star Wars army building characters, we'll call it the Emperor's Royal Guard. We've got the brand new vintage collection that was just recently announced, and then bam, 2 weeks later on the shelf pegs. Love it when that happens. Happy to unbox this one. But I figured we'd piggyback on that, and we'd unbox the Emperor's Royal Guard of the Power of the Force collection as well, and we'll compare the two, see how much has changed in 20 years or 25 years, whatever it's been. Gosh, probably 25 years. Unbelievable. But remember, for all your modern-day Star Wars needs, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So the Emperor's Royal Guard is one that caught my imagination. As a young kid, I had a little children's reading book when I was, 6 years old, learning to read like most 6-year-olds do. My daughter's doing it currently. Learning to read and all this. There was Star Wars books, there was Gremlin books, He-Man books out there. It was a golden age for young children's literacy. But I had a Star Wars book that was Return of the Jedi. It was, one of those books you can imagine little kids. It's kind of, here's the story, here's how it's followed. But then it had actual pictures from the movie and some pictures that weren't in the movies. And they had a great picture, I wish I could find it, of the Emperor's Royal Guard in there. And I always stared at the picture of that kid when I was a kid. I always stared at that picture in the book, which just like, wow, that guy looks so cool with the red and the mask. And I wish there was more to that story. And it was what it was. He was obviously guarding the Emperor. So I've always had a fond spot for these. And I've always had the rule of having like 2 or 3 of these to have on each side of the Emperor. I think I got about 10 of these at this point. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. But we'll find out one of these days when I set up my collection. So stay tuned for that. But I'm happy to get this vintage collection one. Normally I would pass on it. But I believe I heard that his mask is removable. So that is quite the feature. And my brain immediately said to a display, you can have a bunch of these guys sitting behind him and you can have this guy up front with his mask off as kind of the King Emperor Royal Guard. So we'll see if that is actually true. But we're going to unbox these first. We might as well go in timeline order. Let's do the Power of the Force one first, knock that bad boy out, and then we'll open up the brand new one. We'll kind of compare them a little bit. But we got to do it like we normally do it. Let's take a look at the packaging, talk about it, unbox it, talk about it, go from there. So there's the Emperor's Royal Guard. Green background we're used to with the Power of the Force. Kind of a holographic kind of card off to the side next to it. The familiar Darth Vader logo up above. Looks really cool. I love the red and also the kind of brownish red to the side of it. Very cool looking. On the back, we're promoting the rest of the line. You got to promote the Emperor. And you always got to promote Bib Fortuna. You know that. You all know that. It's got a little blurb and a little glamour shot from the movie up there up top. So let's see what that says. Let's see here. Emperor's Royal Guard. Height 1.83 meters. By my calculation, 0.83 meters taller than the average Jawa. Status, Sovereign Protectors of the Empire. Empire. Classification, human. A little racist. I think some aliens should be invited to be an Emperor's Royal Guard. Why do they all have to be humans? Doesn't make sense to me. Affiliation, the Galactic Empire. Weapon of choice, the Force Pike. Heavy blaster pistol. We unboxed something else on the channel that had the Force Pike the other day. Who was that? Maybe that was the Skiff Guard? Was that Weequay with the Force Pike? I think that might have been. So who knows what's going on with that Force Pike out there. So very cool. I love the background. This is what I love in packaging. Promotion of the other line. You stuff all your warnings real low. You got your UPC. And then you got a little blurb, a little discussion, a little something. You guys know I prefer that in my packaging. All right. Without further ado, let's unbox it. Got it. There it is. See you later. Watch out. Old Lemmy on the run. All right. I'm taking it in. I'm taking in this Force Pike. It doesn't have the nice Weequay Force Pike. It's more of a staff looking. But here's the old plastic prison. Very regal. These just always look like guys you didn't want to mess with. You obviously can't see an expression. You can't see anything. But you know they mean business. You know they're the top protectors of the Emperor. So you know they're probably not to be messed with. That's just my idea. I don't remember them in a lot of combat, but I believe down the line in comic books and stuff like that, there was maybe more interaction with these guys. I don't go down that far the Star Wars rabbit hole, at least not yet. I don't think so. See you later. Red screen. There it is. Just looks almost like a walking stick, almost like a big cane. Not a lot going on with this figure. I mean, it really is almost reminds me of like a McDonald's or Burger King toy. You've got a body, you've got just like a bottom. There's no legs here. There's no mobility in the legs at all. The arms go up and down, and that is it. That's all you got, arms up and down. So it truly is like a Burger King McDonald's toy at this point. Not that it doesn't look good standing there. I had the old school Kenner edition with the soft goods. I remember loving that one as a kid. This one is cool for what it is. It's good if you have a display and you just got them standing in the background. That's kind of what they do, so it does make sense. But not a lot of money spent on this figure, obviously, because you got articulation of the arms, that's it. Really just screams to me, hey, this is just a McDonald's play toy. It really screams that to me. He can't hold this. You got to get it in a better position, but there's no elbow joint, so you don't get a lot of movement here. It is what it is. I almost call this it's a statue McDonald's kids meal toy. This is not an actual Kenner figure, if you ask me, but it is what it is. We're going to put it in there. Not a lot to talk about. Not a lot to do there. That brownish red underneath his robe. I don't know if that's faded a little bit over time. For some reason, I remember that always being a little brighter, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Is what it is, though. So there's the Power of the Force edition. This one's got to be better, right? This is brand new, 2021, late April 2021 release, vintage collection, Emperor's Royal Guard. Has to be better, right? Let's see. Right off the bat, the card is way better. That Return of the Jedi logo, that's exactly that book I referred to earlier. That's exactly how that book had. That's when I think Return of the Jedi. I absolutely love it. Love the glamour shot. Love the packaged image. Not a lot to hate. Really nothing to hate about this packaging. I love this packaging. VC 105, Vintage Collection 105. They do number these. Most collectors, I think, keep these in the package. I'm one of the rare few that probably opens up every single one, but they definitely probably look better on package. But where am I going to put all these? I don't have a spot for them. Not going to be an on-card Star Wars guy. Can't start now. I'm too late in the game, and just doesn't appeal to me. I want them open, so there you go. On the back, not a lot. This is where it's not as good as the old one. The front's way better, the back's not. You got a little bit of a, here's some of the last series guys we got, Star Wars logo kind of around it, ton of warnings, different languages, all that stuff. Nothing about the Emperor's Royal Guard on here, nothing of interest, nothing of note, nothing I care about, nothing you care about. It just is what it is. I love that old school Kenner logo, though. That's a throwback. Throwback to the good old days. All right, we're opening him. Let's get down to it. This beautiful carding. Whoa, we're popping out. We're popping out already. All right, there it goes, and see you later up high. And what do we got here? All right, plastic prison. We got some accessories. We got, I guess, a major force pike. You got like a little shoulder gauntlet thing going on, and then another helmet. How cool is that? That's a lot of accessories for a 3 3/4 right there. And then you got the traditional plastic prison with the figure. You got that little like speeder biker type blaster, plus another force pike, the more traditional force pike in the plastic prison. So there's a lot to like about this one already. More accessories than this one. Also soft goods. Throw back to that old Kenner one I told you guys about I had as a kid. So really, I think this was let's call it $13 on Walmart shelf pegs right now. This, I think, was at a secondhand store for $5. Is this worth $8 more for the accessories, the soft goods? I would say it is. After all this time, this is the one you want. And this one, I don't know which one's easier to find at this point. I guess with shipping, you're going to get this one for the same price as this. You can probably get free shipping from Amazon and stuff like this on this. So really, who's buying this now when you can get this for relatively the same price? Nobody. That should be the answer. Except a fool named Kyle. Just me. All right, popping him open here, getting these accessories out. See you later. Right at the camera again. Let's see if I can hit the camera this time. Let's see if I can get it right on the camera. See if I can do it. Probably knock the whole tripod down and everything else, but we'll try. Let's see. Can I get it? See you later. Oh, right there. And it came back like a boomerang, so that means you got to do it again. See you later. Oh, there it is. All right, so I like this one. Yep, a lot more. You got knee articulation, you got ankle articulation, you got wrist, you got elbows, you got waist, you even got head, and then the mask does come off. So what does this Royal Guard look like? The moment of truth, folks. Oh my gosh, he's got a beard. I got a beard. We're like twins. I don't know. There he is, the Emperor's Royal Guard. Great for customizers out there. You can maybe pop this head off, pop it on somebody else that maybe it looks like, or a different guard or something like that. But I like this neat feature of the removable mask. Have we ever got an Emperor's Royal Guard with removable mask before? I don't believe we had. I believe this is a first. So I like that a whole lot. Then you get this second mask, which almost makes me say, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to have him holding this with his mask off, and he'll be in front of a bunch of these. Give him a true point of differentiation between the old ones, different mask, everything else. I mean, I absolutely love it. You got this big bladed weapon here. You got a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1 figure at this point. I mean, this really is something special. I guess you wouldn't need that, so this must go together here. Wow, almost looks like a G.I. Joe Viper or something, or a Cobra Viper at this point. But very cool. Love the soft goods. You guys know I'm a sucker for soft goods. I'm a sucker for the Royal Guard. I mean, this is what I'm looking for. And you give him this weapon, and bam, you've got a whole nother figure here. A whole nother figure. And then you give him the regular stuff, and he can hold this and his little weapon. Sign me up all day. This is a solid one. For $13, a 2-in-1 character, an army builder, I do think this will be a popular one, and rightfully so, it should be. The Royal Guards are awesome. This is an awesome figure. This is probably the best vintage collection I've opened. And I haven't opened a lot of vintage collection figures, just a handful. Outside of my boy Zutton, I really like this one a lot. This really feats a couple of different purposes. Strongly recommend picking this one up. This one, if you're into McDonald's toys and you're into background statues, a little background decor, by all means pick that one up. But if you're only getting one, man, pick this one up all day long. Go to Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. Pick him up, support the channel, all that kind of fun stuff. So there it is. That's the Emperor's Royal Guard Vintage Collection Power of the Force version. In the comments, let me know which one you prefer. I don't know if anybody prefer this unless you're really got nostalgia for this one out there. But let me know your thoughts on the Emperor's Royal Guard in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As you guys know, we got Star Wars videos every single day. And then some. And then follow me on social media at @the_Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, at SirPaul64 on Twitter, belowthecollar.com, Kyle Peterson. Get your very own See You Later t-shirt and rock that around your own neighborhood. So there it is. For the Emperor's Royal Guard, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys real soon.